All right, got some cheap toys from Denmark. This is crazy. Guys, the year is heating up. We're in the dead middle of the 40th anniversary of Garbage Pail Kids. And I'm just really excited, obviously. I do have an apology for the community. I'll get to that in just a minute. First, let me tell you what we're looking forward to. We have, for the very first time, an isolated lot of cheap toys from Denmark. Now, if you've ever seen the Garbage Gang bag, now the first thing you need to know about a Garbage Gang cheap toy bag is it does not say Garbage Pail Kids. It says Garbage Gang. These things are extremely rare. But the main thing for today is on the back of a Garbage Gang cheap toy bag, it has different translations. One, I believe, actually, I don't see it. But anyway, they have different translations. And one of those is for Denmark. And so I've been always wanting to get a Denmark lot in, and this one's a huge one. So I know, pause, that's what she said. But this is a huge one. I've never had a Denmark isolated find before. Now, this lot, I'll get to it, I swear. But let me go ahead and start opening it. This lot that the buyer found, it was well documented. It was on eBay, well documented. It was from Denmark. It didn't say Denmark. It was from Denmark. Sorry I flashed that name. That was unintentional. But it came with some floaters. Okay, there's no floaters in this. I don't need the floaters. I couldn't tell any difference between the floaters from the UK ones. But I have a suspicion we could get into some interesting commons, as we say. Okay, about the apology. So, yeah, I'm just... the identity of this group, Everything Garbage Pail Kids, it's definitely become different than my original mission statement. I just wanted a group where I could share what I love about our hobby and related hobbies, and it's just become a big cheap toy fest, which I love, but I am a little concerned long term if that's enough to, I don't know, grow the group. And I just feel bad because it's just not how I had it planned. Anyway, let's get in here. There's more to that, by the way, to my apology. But I can't help but just get in this bad boy. Now, I brought out what I have for UK Green, so I'll tell you about that. Also, I did want to talk a little bit about the Lynn. Still a burning issue. I can tell you right off the bat that these are UK Green. These are not light green. These are not lime green. These are not pea green. Well, they might be pea green. But this is what I've called all these years. You can see it right now, UK Green. So already we have a bag full of scarce cheap toys right here. The reds could be different than the U.S. I've had a suspicion of that over the years. We're going to compare these with all the U.S. reds. The peaches, they look a little dark to me just from first glance. We'll look at those as well. Also some miscellaneous. All right, let's get in here. I'm going to spread all these out. We're going to compare them to what we have already in the archive. By we, I mean me. Let me be clear there. I don't know. When I think about a community, I talk to everybody in this community. I've been for years. I'll talk to you if you reach out as well, if you don't know me. And it just feels like I'm on a team. Maybe it's delusional. Maybe I'm all alone. Maybe I have nobody. I don't know. But it just feels like sometimes I'll say we, and that's because I feel like, okay. Anyway, let's get in here. This is actually fucking amazing. I'm gonna put a white background down. We're gonna get out. Let's just get out the greens. This will not take as long as maybe you might think, because it's pretty easy to differentiate. First thing out of the gate, lime. I'll get you a better view. Let me just get them out. Pea, Yeah, we have them all. Oh, I did it again. I'm sorry. I guess I should always denote I only have them all. These are light green. I have both mold sets. Some people would say, wait, you have an extra set. No, these are different mold variations. I'm like the only person in the world that even considers that. Okay. Okay, and then we have these fuckers over here. Let me get organized. Okay, so real quick, let's go ahead and get out the new ones. Yeah, these are very dark. I don't know if you can see that through the phone. You can clearly see they're not light green. They're not as yellow as these other ones. So they're different, right? Well, that's because these only come from Europe. And you see this bag here? It's taken me 20 fucking years to gather this much without the temptation of selling them along the way, which I have. You know, I have weakness to... Oh, here's some more. Oh, how I denote them is mold 2 UK green. And these aren't denoted, but these are mold 1 UK greens. And don't forget, Canadian milk. Yeah, this shit gets complicated. Okay, but anyway, these are all clearly, you can see it without me getting the bag out there. These are the European unofficial UK greens, is what I've always called them. Now, there is a hobby lore surrounding what was called pea green. If you're from the old school, you've seen us talk about pea green. If you're a collector, you've heard about the dreaded pea greens. What I've always believed is that pea green was actually UK greens. Okay. Anyway, these are beautiful, pristine UK greens. Even has a nodule on the top of her head. So this is amazing to get these in. They might be doubles. I want to say they are. Actually, we got the Lynn in. So I did not have Lynn. So that's great. That'll go to our set. More about that in just a few minutes, right? So yeah, I actually didn't have that one. So that's really cool. Guys, this is not an official color. Maybe we should discuss it becoming an official color. If it is official color, it's going to be called UK green, which I did name that 15 years ago. It's all documented on UG. Okay, let's put those to the side. That's amazing already. So that paid for everything. Yeah, definitely $150 worth right here. These 4 UK greens. Now the next one we really need to pay attention to are the reds. I've had trouble with the reds over the years. Guys, I'm sorry. I gotta give you the shot here. Okay, so let's do Lynn. Since she's on everyone's mind, we're gonna put down a Lynn from each bag, okay? And we're gonna see how different they are. I do not want to mix these up. So that's light green next to UK green. Now, in hand, they're much different. Through my phone, they're not as much. That's mainly because they're sitting in a damn shadow. Green looks good next on my hand because I have pink skin. So now you can hopefully see it way better. That they're 2 different colors. Or 2 different shades. Not 2 different, they're both green. Not trying to gaslight anyone here. Okay, next up is a lime. Okay. So, again, doesn't look as amazing through the phone. That's due to lighting. It's like a cloudy day here in Augusta. But yeah, that's your UK green, guys. If you want to start a new fucking journey down that rabbit hole of finding all those, good luck. If you want to have one up on Russ Van, go get them all. Good luck. There's 2 molds of them, too. It's going to be a pain in the ass, but at least you can say you have one up on the old Russ Van. I'm not going after them. Especially with tariffs. Good Lord. Okay, I'll get them all one day. Okay, let's go put that up. Now, if we do, as a community, want to call UK green, maybe we should, honestly. I think this lot could be a kind of a game changer on that discussion. If we want to call UK greens an official color and change the master set, I'm for it, dude. All right. I'm sorry. I just want to put these somewhere where they don't get mixed in. Okay. How about that? Okay. So we're going to look at reds. So anytime you get a European lot in that includes UK, blah, 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 the first color you need to look at is your greens, because that's the most obvious different variant is going to be your UK greens, unofficial color, UK green. The next one is some unfinished research on European common red. So what we're going to do, we might can settle this right now, right here. Sorry about the glare. I'm getting these out anyway. So what this is, this says mold 1 light red. This bag mold 2 light red. If you don't know, on the back of your cheap toys there's a copyright, and that changes. There's 2 different variants. Like on Megan, sometimes her hair is perfect, and on the other one her hair has a blank spot on the back. It's just random. Like on Lynn, sometimes the copyright is on 2 folds. Sometimes it's on all 3 of. I'm talking about the diaper. On Graffiti Petey, sometimes the copyright. I'm sorry, not the copyright. The spikes on his arm. Sometimes there's 3. Sometimes there's 2. Okay. Anyway, so if you ever wonder why I have 2. It looks like I have doubles. I don't. These are completely different toys. It's just not everyone cares to collect all the copyright variants. Same for dark red. So this is my mold 2 dark red and my mold 1 dark red. I don't want to run anybody off. I'm really bad about this. But you also need to know, this is going to blow your mind. You can see it right now. These are 2 different colors. Russ, are you saying there's 2 dark reds? Yes. Absolutely. And if you flip them on the back and figure out which one's mold 1, which one's mold 2, you'll see it yourself in your own house. Okay, but these are the European Denmark, supposedly. I mean, they are Denmark. I'm going to lay these out because there's a bunch of them, so there's a nice little money shot just by themselves. Almost the whole little set here. Oh, it has the surfing Thinland. God, everything's about Thinland this week. Yeah, it has a damage. This is not, I don't think this would be factory. Maybe it is. It's got some wonky bending. If you want, guys, I could do the hot water correction test thingy. I could do that live. It won't be this live stream, but I could do one where I try to fix this. I think it's worth fixing. Besides, this will probably go in my master set. We'll see. Let's go ahead and compare these with what we have back here. Now, I do not have, I'm going to put the phone down. I do not have a denoted UK red bag. That's because over the years, I have not found like an obvious difference in them. It's hard to talk about this without completely contradicting myself. Look, I think there is a difference. I've always believed there is a little difference. But even for me as an obsessive collector, it wasn't quite enough to go hog wild and buy all these fucking, and have them shipped overseas all these years and go through them all, honestly. And if I'm not into that, I don't think anyone else will, so I don't usually bring it up. But anyway, let's look at this. Now, from first glance, these look obviously like light red. They're not dark red, they're light red. We call this light red. The reason, it has a little bit of orange in it. Dark red doesn't have the orange. This has the orange. You see that? Just flashing it, you can see it, obviously. Hopefully, you can see it. Let me fuck up your mind a little bit more. Don't forget about Canadian milk. I have to denote them on the bottom. Canadian milk red. God, I probably do need that, Alice. I mean, I'm sorry, the Lynn. There's one online. Maybe I'll buy it tonight. Anyway, yeah, I don't see much difference. Yeah, I'm back in the same boat. Let's go ahead and pull a light red. And we're going to compare it side by side with one of these Denmark toys. If there's a difference, I could scream out like a giddy schoolgirl. Get ready. Let me not fuck this up. Okay, so this is mine. Okay, this is the one from the bag. This is our Denmark comparison. I can tell you right now there's a difference. This one's lighter. Now, to test this hypothesis, we would have to put these side by side. I'm going to do that actually right now. My heart is racing. All right, we're going to put the Denmarks. Don't forget, we have Surf and Alice. That'll help us keep these in order. We're going to have Denmark on the left, US on the right. That's because I'm ethnocentric and US is the best. Sorry about that, Terry. Yeah, Americans, we all think we're the best. I'm joking, I actually love. Okay, anyway, okay, so yeah. Let me just shut up and do this. Okay, I'm gonna put the light greens next to it. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna prove it once and for all. Or not prove it. Dude, I can see right now. Look. 2 different toys. I've been telling you guys. I know everyone thinks I'm crazy. Dude. They're 2 different ones. Yeah, I've been talking about UK Red for a minute, bro. Like 15 years, minute. I didn't discover them until about 5 years into collecting these. I didn't really think about it. I can just tell by looking. It's on the wrong side. Wait, no, it ain't. You gotta be careful, man. These things get switched up on you. Okay, guys, we're going to go down the line, and you're not seeing, you're seeing it, but like, fuck this Alice, dude. Where did that come from? That's mine, right? I'll have to go back and rewatch the video. There wasn't an Alice in the new lot, was there? Fuck. You gotta be very careful. That's why I don't even like get these out, to be honest. Okay, they're different. Okay, they're just different. Okay, you can see they're lighter on this side, the Denmark side. You can see it all the way down. They're also slightly, they have a different sheen to them. I'm always cautious about talking about this because, for one thing, I don't want people to think I'm crazy, even though it's true. But like, I know it runs people off because it's overwhelming. So I'm not going to do it. Okay, but these are different, and so I'm going to put these in their own separate bag, and I think I'm going to finish this set out on my own time. And it's official. UK or Denmark, should we call them Denmark Red? I don't think so. I think they're UK Red. I've noticed them on UK's. UK Red, I think they're different enough. Let's see if the stack will reveal it for you. It's subtle. It's subtle, man. It's subtle. Okay. Can you tell this is a little more orangey, a little more lighter? It's got a different glint to it. See the glint on some of these, and see where it's missing that. Okay. UK Red, finally. Unofficial color. Okay. We're going to look at peaches last. There was no blues in this lot. That was one of the most tragic things. No Denmark blues. Okay, I really need to be careful where I put this shit so nothing gets mixed up. Okay, lastly, this lot came with peaches. Peaches are annoying to sort unless you love them as much as I do. Let's just go ahead and do the same thing. We'll put the phone down and put these in a line. We're going to have a Denmark line. We're going to pick the closest color we have from the US and see if there's something there. My gut says no. Oh, one thing I haven't done is I haven't tried the bend test. Now, Russ, all commons feel the same. No, they don't. I don't want to run anybody off, man. I really don't. Some of y'all, I'm not trying to be weird, but like, I just don't feel like everyone's ready for some of this. One thing I'm telling you though, I'm noticing UV damage. There's a little yellow. God, it does not show up. It looks sunburnt. It has a little bit of sunburnt. I'm thinking maybe these have been sitting on a glass shelf with light coming through it, and they've got a little UV burn on the feet, and it's just not going to show up on camera. Damn, there's a bunch of these Denmark peaches. I would love to call this color Denmark peach. I'm really going to fight for this, guys. What a cool name, Denmark peach. All right. God, is that the whole set? Pretty much. I think it is. All right. Let's go ahead and get out the U.S. peach. U.S. peach, just like any other common, comes with 2 molds. The first one we randomly came to was mold 1 bubblegum peach. This probably is going to be mold 2 bubblegum peach. How do we know this? You would simply pick up any cheap toy, flip it over on the back, and some of them, like on Atom Bomb, sometimes the copyright is on the bottom of his coat. Sometimes it's on his shoulder, for example. And this, and these sacks, these bags, you guys aren't ready for, you're not ready for rubber peach. As your cheap toy daddy, you're not ready for the truth. Guys, this is Dole Peach Mold 2. And where's my fucking, oh, I knew I had more peaches. I had to. Here's some more. This is mold 1 Dole Peach. Even I'm getting bored with it. It's just a lot, man. And these are all my milks, my Canadian milk peach. All right. And I have tan and I have other shit. Okay. I'm going to just pick a US and go from there. Okay. So on first glance, I don't know about you, but these look like bubblegums. They're just too pink. There's not a ton of yellow in them. They're very pink. So I'm going to go straight to my bubblegum pink. Should we do mold 1 or mold 2? It does matter, by the way, but I'm trying to spare your brain from totally imploding. Because you know what I'm saying, right? These are both bubblegum pink peach. This is mold 1. This is mold 2. Tell me they're 2 different colors. Look. So Russ, you're telling me that if I have a bubblegum peach in my collection of the same toy, they could be totally different colors? Yeah, and it's all based on mold. You can see it right here. But no one wants to listen to that. Collectors, for the most part, are lazy. You want to know the truth? And often we stay in denial, or that's been my experience. Like, people don't want it. They just, I get it. We're here to have fun. But if you really study one portion of the hobby or a collectible, you start to see stuff. And you'll find that almost no one is interested in what you find, especially in 2025. Now, back in UG days, when we were discovering all this, it was like amazing to log in every day to see what people discovered. But it's pulling teeth to discuss some of these topics now. Nobody telling someone that you're Dole, you can see it with Dole Peach. Mold 1, mold 2, they're slightly different colors. And it's consistent. It's measurable. They don't want to hear it. Anyway, one thing I noticed about the Denmark lot, it had a wonky spike on the Alice. That could be a nice little topic for another day. another day. There's all kinds of issues with Alice's spikes, and there's even some sunken crown Alices out there. Anyway, so they're different. And I'm sorry they're different. I really am, guys. Listen, I'm so sorry that each fucking toy, I'm so sorry. You know, cheap toys aren't for everyone. We learned that last night. Guys, they're different, and I'm sorry about that. You know, if you can go as deep into this hobby as you want. Some of you, it's up to you, man. Yeah, I think we just discovered Denmark peach. Let's confirm it one more time. We have the Denmarks on this side. We have U.S. bubblegums on this side. Yeah, I started the video with one apology ready, and I'm ending with a totally different one. It's the internet. Everyone apologizes after a while. Well, guys, I've got a few more things to say if you want to stick around, but this isn't crazy. Every toy we pulled from this lot is different. They're all different than the U.S. counterparts, obviously, because they were made somewhere else. But it's so cool to finally have an isolated lot that I could prove this fucking theory. Not a theory, I've proved it before, but like, God, I really want to put these in a bag or some fucking where else. Okay, Denmark peach. You live here for a minute till I get you a new bag with a little label. All right. So, one more thing. The Lin. So I obviously am the only collector in the world that had, at the time of the yellow auction, I had all the super rare Lins except for yellow. That's because this is what I collect for one thing, but like you know, if you're in a hobby, is that a pube hair? Shit. If you're in the hobby long enough and you stick with one thing long enough, you will actually complete some of these sets if you're willing to spend the money. And so the reason I went balls deep on the Sunshine, besides it being a Sunshine, is because it's the last one I needed for the master set or the super rare set, because no one else has these. So who else would buy it? So guys, hope you enjoyed that. Thank you to the guy who sold me the Denmarks. Good Lord. Yeah, when he bought that, the only thing I wanted was those sinkers, man. So they turned out to all be... Look how rich. I want to call these Denmark red, but it's not smart to do that. We need to call them UK. Oh, guys, so UK red, these come out of the box with the white circle on it, okay? You know what I'm talking about? UK greens can only be found in the boxes with the white circle on it. And I think we've proven today, do we need more research on peach? Well, I'm going to have to get photographic proof. I'm going to have to get good photographs. This video is not proof. But these come out of the box with the white circle on it. If you know, you know. I'm getting out of here, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. And, oh, I've got another big lot of cheap toys coming in from New York. It's got some rares in it. Very excited. And we got the Sunshine coming very soon, hopefully. Let's not jinx it. And I'll see you guys around. I'll be on IG in a few minutes if you're into the candy shit. I got some stuff to open on there right now. So I'll see you guys around. Oh, I'm Garbage Archive on IG. All right. See you around. Denmark. Oh. Denmark peach. Yes.